Warning.
This podcast may contain spoilers for film and television, and it will also contain explicit content.
Fuck yeah!
Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the Macbeef-Banquet podcast. I think this is episode 27 now. My name is Henri, and thanks for coming back and listening to us again. Yeah.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Fuck. Sorry. We
It's Bill Clinton.
Yeah, we have some special guests.
That kind of sounds like Barack, actually. I kind of made it sound like Barack.
Yeah, you kind of did.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Barack Obama. That's me, Barack Obama.
It's all part of his campaign. His third campaign run.
What if the president was like Mystique and it's the same person just changing what they look like?
Yeah, right. So it's like, all right, we got to adopt some completely opposite ideas and policies, though, just to make sure they don't catch us.
Mm-hmm. That'd be crazy.
That'd be funny, though.
It's essentially a diplomat then at that point.
Pretty much.
With not complete power, but they just stay in office.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Keep trying to affect change.
All right. So we watched a movie entitled last time, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's called Adam.
Adam and Eve.
It's from 2019.
Mm-hmm.
It was on Hulu. If you didn't watch it, I liked it. I did enjoy it. But I feel a little weird saying that just because a lot of people seem to have problems with how it portrayed transsexual, bisexual, homosexual people.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I'm not like as in tune with that culture. I guess culture. I guess is the right word.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to be a part of that culture because I kind of am in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how correct they were.
Yeah. I can't really weigh in on that too much either because kind of like you, I think I'm not really clued into that culture as much.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because, I'm not trans or anything like that. I'm just a, straight white guy. So, I mean, I can't really...
Cis white male.
Yeah, cis white male. So I can't really comment on any of that, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Actually, here, I actually pulled up an article so we can kind of talk about it. Inside Adam, the movie LGBT activists want banned and the perils of trans storytelling in 2019. I'm not going to read it word for word, but it's a hard movie to talk about until you see it, blah, blah, blah. Okay, how about you talk about what you liked about it or something? I don't know, while I try and look for stuff.
Okay, I think the most interesting... or the thing I liked most about it, I think, was the production design. I think they did a very good job with building the sets and sort of the costumes they came up with and everything. I thought that was really cool. Especially, the clubs and stuff that they went to, all the artwork they did for that, or if it was already there, then, good job finding that place. And then, even the outfits were pretty good. I think sort of probably fit what New York would be like in that time. Which is 2019, right? I think it's set. Is it set modern day?
It's 2006.
Oh, 2006.
It's like the first thing you see, and I did think that was a little weird. Like, right
at the beginning.
I thought about like as soon as I saw it, I was like, wait, couldn't you just kind of use the plot and like the time period itself to illustrate what time it is?
Yeah. Like
you don't have to say the year outright.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was just my opinion.
Yeah.
Continue, though.
No, yeah. But, yeah, that was kind of the biggest thing that I sort of liked in terms of the technical side of things. So I think they did a really good job with that. There was one other thing, too. I was trying to think of. I like the performances. I think they did a pretty solid job all around.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else I like specifically. There was one other thing, but I can't remember what it was. But I mean, yeah, there were some good moments in it. Well, actually, I mean, I will say my my brother came out during the last half of the movie. He was in his room or whatever, sort of.
Oh, I thought you meant like he
Not
came
like,
out.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I realized that as soon as I said that, I was like, he's not gay. He has a girlfriend. But anyway, so he came
Does
out of
she
his
know?
room.
Does
What's
she
that?
know?
That
Does she know that he's gay?
That he's trans? No. No.
That he's trans?
No. Yeah.
He was coming out of his room.
Of his
Yeah,
room
I got you.
during the last half of the movie, and he came and sat and watched the rest of it with me, and we sort of talked a little bit. I sort of caught him up on everything that was sort of happening at that point in the movie, and we sort of were talking about it as the movie went on, and it was kind of cool because we sort of got to talk about topics that we don't normally talk about, specifically regarding the LGBTQ community and different types of people, people with different sexual orientations, things like that, and sort of the issues that the movie sort of brought up. So that was kind of cool to get to sort of talk about that with him. Again, we're both cis males, but like I mean, yeah, it was still cool to talk to him and sort of see what his thoughts were on it. So.
Yeah, I think what the article is kind of talking about. I'll try and include it in the description if I remember to. It's talking about like the movie, I guess, hasn't come out yet at the point of writing this, and the petition was people without seeing the movie petitioning it.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want it, but I guess the point they're trying to make is that I guess certain people would be mad because when they're trying to push, it's like the point of making a film about a trans person shouldn't be the point that you're making a film about a trans person,
Yeah.
Like, it shouldn't be the first thing that is said. It should be about character and not about, hey, this is trans and that's their character or something.
Yeah.
Let's see, I'm just going to use a quote. We're so overdue for any kind of trans content that's not terrible that there's this feeling like it needs to represent everybody all at once in the exact way that will satisfy everyone's overdue need. So, yeah. I will stop looking at this. I do agree. I liked all the acting. All the actors did a really good job. I'm trying to think who was in it. I really liked what's his name? Shit. Shit.
His name is shit.
Mark. Was it Mark? I don't know if it was Mark. Ethan.
Oh, yeah.
Leo Shen played him. I really liked Ethan. He was really good.
Yeah.
Especially when we found out he was trans too.
Yeah.
Transsexual. Yeah. I'll use the whole word.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did kind of feel like they were just kind of, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the scene was in 2006, and if you're gay, you're going to all gay parties. I don't know if that's, I don't know. It's a touchy subject because I don't want to overstep. But I did like it. It was really good.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah. I guess what did you think about sort of or I guess what did you think about Adam as a character?
A little flat. Like there was nothing really to him. His whole character was he was trying to find a girlfriend. And like, oh man, that's relatable. We've all been there, man.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I don't like. I kind of wish they gave him more character. Like that could be part of the problem. And the movie is called Adam, and it's just about him finding a girlfriend.
Right.
That is that turns out to be not turns out to be, but finds out that she's bisexual.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah. No, I agree with you there. I think that
Yeah.
there was some. There could have been some more to his character, I think.
Yeah. And like the reason I picked it was because I first thought that like when you go into Hulu or whatever, they have the poster kind of, and it's like all the cartoon characters. I thought it was gonna be a cartoon film. That's kind of why I picked it.
Okay.
But I did watch the trailer for it just so I knew what I was getting into.
Sure.
But yeah, it's a good film.
Yeah.
I'd recommend it. It's kind of, I don't know, would you say it's maybe like an intro if you don't know much about that culture, maybe?
It's difficult to say because like
I don't know if I
mean,
would say that. Yeah.
well, just because I don't really know much about that culture as it is, so I can't really say whether or not it's an accurate or well, not necessarily accurate, but like a good,
representation.
A good representation, of that sort of community, and or that community, and so I can't really say one way or another. I know that there has been a lot of negative output from the LGBTQ community for various reasons. I'm sure that they probably didn't like the ending. I would imagine because it's all about how he sort of faked being transsexual to sleep with a lesbian and like.
Yeah.
And then she ended up.
I did find that annoying. Yeah. Like I wish he would have like me as a human being. I would have come clean pretty immediately. Been like, no, I'm not transsexual. I'm not gonna portray myself as such.
Yeah. No.
But yeah. Yeah. And there was another thing that like another person commented was the fact that shows relationship between a minor under the age of consent. Yeah. And like he's like 16, I think.
16, 17, something like
16
that.
or something, and she's like in her 20s.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen worse with the whole consent thing. I don't think that's the problem, but
yeah. What do you think is the issue then?
Just the character itself. I think it's based on a book too. Right. So, let me see. Yeah, from a screenplay by Ariel Schrag, based upon the novel of the same name by Schrag. Yeah. So I guess I don't know how closely the book is because it's by the same author. But yeah, I think that as a character, I don't think. Well, maybe Adam if he was that hard up. But, most characters I feel like would know the difference between lying and, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Well, Go ahead.
It was interesting too, I think, how, I just wasn't expecting, well, I don't know if I should say that. It kind of was, but, I was expecting, sort of right before, it was revealed that she sort of knew the whole time. Yeah. I was like, she probably knows at this point, and she did. But I was like, it was interesting how she was sort of okay with it, and then that she ended up being bisexual, which it's good that she discovered that. I think it's just interesting, sort of how she came about that. Because I think she said in the movie, it is pretty fucked up what happened, and I agree with you. I would have come clean pretty soon after finding out that's what they thought. That if they thought that I was trans, they'd be like, no, sorry, I'm not. But I just feel like, well, it's sort of like with that whole when they were talking about the I lost my train of thought. I forgot. Well, either way, but yeah, it was interesting to sort of see her be like, that's, or I'm bisexual, so that's cool, but also, that was pretty fucked up. So it was interesting. It was just interesting.
I could see how, she was kind of distant, and I think dealing with what she came to terms with. And the other thing I was gonna say was I also just lost my train of thought. That's great.
It's contagious.
That he should have also come clean about the fact that he was younger than her as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like that was also a pretty important thing. Like, hey, by the way, you dated someone under the age of 18. Just saying.
Yeah.
And I forgot.
Well, because they were getting food or something, right? And he revealed that he was with his parents, but he didn't reveal his age, right?
Yeah, no, he never did to her.
Okay.
Which was kind of dumb, but
yeah, a little bit sketch. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we enjoyed it. I mean, obviously the film has some problems.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. It was good. There's just some character things and like other things I would have changed, but
sure.
It's based on a book too, so
yeah.
You have to stay close to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to add?
I mean, it's. I feel like it could be sort of a step in the right direction, at least in terms of getting conversations going about this sort of stuff. Because, like I said, I haven't really taken time to sort of study this sort of stuff and sort of learn about the LGBTQ community more. I mean, I know a little bit, of course, but getting to talk about this sort of stuff was pretty cool, I think. So that was the coolest experience I had with that. It's just sort of the issues it brought up and how to talk about them. Was pretty cool. So it was a good movie in that respect, I think. And there were some technical things that I enjoyed as well. So, I mean, yeah, it's not for everyone, but I do recommend it. Yeah.
One thing I want to add was I thought that at the end when he was like, when him and was it Ethan? I think his name was. They were looking out, and he's like, "I've been waiting for my New York shot, the landscape shot." And then he said, "No, that's New Jersey."
Yeah.
I feel like they should have, because they had it focused on them. I feel like at that point when he said that's New Jersey, or at some point after that, they should have like focused on New Jersey itself, so you could see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Or something, because they only just kept focusing on them.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my opinion, but
yeah.
I guess if they wanted to focus on the characters and about the story, fine, whatever.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Yeah.
So if that's it, did you watch anything this week? Anything interesting?
Ever since I was asking my dad about, not my dad, the Rambling Gen Xer guy. That is totally not related to me in any way. Nope. About Battlestar Galactica. I actually started getting into that show a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's free on Sci-Fi, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Watch it. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No,
yeah. I was listening.
Yeah, probably a little bit too well. Yeah. No, it was good. It's been good so far, so I definitely recommend it as a show. I think it's pretty solid so far. But
how many seasons are there?
There's 4.
4? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, not too bad.
Like 76 episodes. They're like hour-long episodes, so pretty good.
Was that it? Things you watched?
That's one we already watched for the podcast, but I showed my brother Her last night too.
Oh yeah.
Because he hadn't seen that before, and he's like, "Show me another movie," sort of like Adam, because he sort of enjoyed talking about it. He's like, "Show me another movie we can watch like that where we can talk about it." And I was like, "Okay, so it's sort of, I guess, one we can talk about." Cause,
oh yeah, Her is definitely like one you could probably really dissect.
Yeah, and we got into talking about it even after the movie finished. We were talking about it for like a good hour, I think. And so I showed him that. In terms of movies I've watched, though, I haven't really been watching as much.
Oh, no, that's good. I think I'm picking up the slack for you.
That's good, yeah. So what did you watch then?
I watched... Let me count first before I...
69.
Before I tell you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, kind of 8, 9, and then 10 technically, I guess.
10?
Yeah, I watched 10. One's a TV show and one's a short film.
Mm-hmm.
But it was long enough to be, longer than like one of our short films.
Yeah.
So Sunday, literally the day we were recording the podcast, I wanted to watch. I watched, because in like August, or not August, but last year I watched. It was around June, I think, when I was watching the first 2 Austin Powers films, and I finally watched the third one, Goldmember. Finally watched it after like, it's almost been a year now. I've seen them before as a kid, but I finally got to rewatch them. And Goldmember is the one that I remember the most.
Sure.
And I thought I didn't.
Yeah.
And then also on Sunday, I watched Candyman.
Oh, okay.
The reason I watched it was because Jordan Peele is producing and wrote the screenplay for the new one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a spiritual sequel or something, because it's also including Tony Todd, who is also the first Candyman. Mm-hmm. But I would recommend it. I watched it really late at night, so probably not a good idea. Because it is like pretty scary.
Yeah.
Not pretty scary, but for me it wasn't too bad. It was good. It's not your typical like slasher film.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what it is. I don't know if have you seen it.
But I am familiar with the premise, and because I looked into it. It's actually funny that you brought it up, because I was watching American Dad, I think, and it was I think they mentioned that. It's like Francine's like, she's like having nightmares about Candyman or something, so I was like looking into it. So it's kind of funny that you brought it up, but yeah, no, I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, that night when I watched it, it took me a while to go to sleep.
Really?
And so like I was thinking about it, because we live in an apartment, so they have checkups, and they checked up like a month or two ago, and I was like, wait, did they ever lock the back door? So I literally, like an hour after laying in bed, I got up and went to go look to make sure they locked the door.
Yeah.
So I was worried someone was gonna bust in here and bust my ass with a cap.
Bust your nut.
Bust my nut for me or something. I would hate that.
Yeah. Right.
And then I think so the next day I watched Love Guru, because I guess I was on a Mike Myers kick.
I was gonna say, is that Mike Myers? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because then right after that I also watched, not right after that. But that day I started watching the 3rd season of Dragon Prince.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
So that show took me like I think a day or two to watch. It's a really good season.
Sure.
I'm now wanting the 4th season to come out soon, hopefully this year. And then the second day, I think Tuesday, I watched another Mike Myers film, So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Oh yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. What'd you think? I'll
go back. Love Guru was pretty bad. Everyone says it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. So I Married an Axe Murderer was better.
Yeah.
I think like the problem I have, not problem I guess, but Austin Powers and Love Guru are more like films where he's kind of making fun of things. He's playing in a movie pretty much like Scary Movie.
Yeah.
Where it's like the point is just to make fun of. But So I Married an Axe Murderer is more like a comedy. Like an actual, like, there's character and, it's not just like a facade or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you'd call those.
Yeah.
And it's got a good like I wasn't actually expecting the ending, so.
Sure.
But the fact that So I Married an Axe Murderer, the name So I Married an Axe Murderer, you're thinking, hey, it's about Mike Myers marrying an axe murderer within the first 10 minutes. It doesn't happen until like the last 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. And so the whole movie is it's I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. I agree.
And then I watched a short film called What Did Jack Do that came out recently on Netflix.
Yep. Yeah. We've been talking about that movie way too much. Me and my buddies at film school.
Wow.
Because like after every editing class, one of my friends would like play that movie. It's like every Tuesday and Thursday we would just be hearing that and talk about Tutankhamun and yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it.
I think it's
I
really
mean,
interesting and really
yeah.
also really ludicrous at the same time.
Well, that's David Lynch for you.
Exactly. My favorite line or whatever is when what did he say? Um, he's like, uh, you could you could say that, and he's like, I just did. It's just like, what the fuck are they talking about right now, man? It's like they
Yeah.
leave enough awkward pauses to sort of make it seem ridiculous, and then like he sort of brings it back and keeps it going, and it's just yeah.
If anyone watches that and likes it, I would recommend watching Twin Peaks, because Twin
Yes.
Peaks is
Twin Peaks is
it's
really
by
good.
David Lynch, and it's so
really
good. Yeah, if you can get your hands on it, of course. It was on Netflix for a while, and then I think it left, but it might be back on there. I don't know. Do your
Yeah.
own goddamn research.
Yeah.
And then I watched a film called Invention of Lying with Ricky Gervais, which I saw a while ago. Like, most of these films, I think all of them besides Candyman, not Love Guru, Sorry Murder and Axe Murder, and like I've seen most of these already. I just felt like rewatching them.
Yeah.
Invention of Lying was alright. It's not super hilarious, but I felt like it, and I was like, hey, it's on here. So then the day after that, I also watched Ghost Town, which was also kind of made around the same time, and also starred Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
Because I think when I saw them pretty much about the same time, so I decided to do that again. I'm almost done, I promise. I
No,
also
you good.
watched Horns from 2014, 2013.
Okay.
Have
What'd
you ever
think?
seen that?
No, I know of it though. What did you think?
That was the second time I watched it, and I
Okay.
really enjoy it. Every time I see it, it's so
Sure.
good. I even got the book because I want to read the book
Wow.
that it's based on.
Yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe, he does such a good job with that
Yeah.
film.
Okay.
And I would if you watch it, I would try and watch it without spoilers because it's got a good ending.
Mhm. Okay.
And then finally, the last movie I saw, I saw others, but I don't really feel like talking about the other ones. I saw Goosebumps 2. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Ghost Bumps. Yep, ghost bumps.
Bumps.
They're called tiny ghost nipples. Ghost bumps.
Yeah, man.
It was bad. I didn't like it. The first one was better by like a little bit.
So you love the first one, is what you're saying?
No,
It's the best movie you've ever seen.
I don't really like either of those.
Oh, okay.
They're
Sorry.
fine, I guess. They're not fantastic.
They're not fantastic, Mr. Fox.
If it's a movie that I can make fun of, I feel like it's not that good.
Yeah.
Like, if I can sit there and just make fun of it, it's
But does it leave a lasting impression?
no.
Yes, it does. It scars you mentally, so therefore
It
does a
does.
good job.
Yeah. Okay, I'm done talking about things I watched. It's probably boring.
Well, we also watched some other stuff too, right?
Well, yeah, Adam.
Maybe some trailers.
Oh yeah, the trailers. I forgot we were gonna.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what did you think of?
What did you think of?
Would you?
What did you think of?
You son of a bitch. No, so you have chosen death. No. So
The first one was
the Wes Anderson film,
French Dispatch.
French Dispatch. What do you think so far?
I really want to see it real bad. It looks good.
Definitely doesn't look anything like a Wes Anderson film.
Yeah, definitely. It looks really artistic. I'll say
No,
that.
it really does,
Not
yeah.
like not just because it's Wes Anderson, but like, it looks a little bit complicated, and I'm worried.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to understand it.
Yeah, it'll be sort of like Pulp Fiction, where you got all these like different sort of storylines, but it'll be even less easy to follow.
hmm They've actually got quite a bit of good actors going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that it says Bill Murray, but he's like, and Bill Murray, like, at the end, he doesn't even seem like he's that big of a character in the
Yeah.
film. And then the second movie was The Green Knight, which is an A24 film, and that's why we're talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't I don't even know. It looked badass. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it looks pretty action-packed and interesting.
When I first thought it was another Robert Eggers film, that's why I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna send it to you. But then I was like, oh wait, it's not Robert Eggers.
No.
It could be. It could be.
When is it coming out? Is that
This summer.
This summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a little sippy. Get a little sippy.
But yeah, I'll be interested to see it probably.
Yeah. Maybe not theaters because I'm a little bitch, but.
For sure.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Connor does
yeah.
the best Yoshi impression.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love Yoshi.
She's not here, but
But
I would ask her to come and do it. She's not even in the room.
But she's not. But she's here.
You'll be in my heart.
Yeah.
All right, I was gonna do something, but we'll hold off on that one and just ask the simple questions like we do.
What? But
If
why?
that's cool with you, unless you got something else, because next week we'll do it next week. The thing I wanted to do.
Oh, okay. We'll do the thing we wanted to do next week. Okay. Okie doke. Artichoke.
Okie choke.
There was some nice. There was something else I thought we were going to talk about too, or I was going to talk about, but I don't remember what it was. So.
What was it?
I don't know, Miles.
What was it, Henry?
I don't know. Why don't you ask Miles? Corey?
Why you always lying? Why the fuck you lying?
Hey, you saw my picture. Okay.
I did.
Yeah, isn't that funny? Because it's like a tiny you.
Do you remember the last question that was asked?
If you read it off, I'll remember. But
I guess I'll start somewhere. Oh wait, the gifts have popped up. That might help me. Let's see. What do you do when no one else is around? I'm pretty sure we asked that one.
Yep.
Where do you want to travel the most?
I think we talked about that. Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that one.
Yes. What's one thing most people don't know about you?
Do you remember talking about that?
I don't think so.
I don't know, because you mentioned your dildo collection. Right?
That was it.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
Just in case we didn't ask this one, where do you want to travel the most? I guess let's just quickly ask that one because I don't remember.
I remember talking about it because I said Japan, I think, and Bunny Island. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So then we did. What's one thing most people don't know about you? And I don't know why, but the GIF is of Barbie and one of her friends scooting in real close, and it looks like they're about to kiss.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. What's going on there?
She just, keeps a secret that she likes to, make out with her friend.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so what's one thing most people don't know about you, Henry?
What's something most people don't know about me? I'll tell you something that they don't normally know when they first meet me is that, and you know this, of course, is that my name is Henry, but it's spelled with an I instead of a Y, which is kind of cool. My mom wanted something a little bit different, like a slightly different spelling, and so it's Henri as opposed to Henry, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that's something that a lot of people don't know until I tell them or they notice it just when I spell my name or something.
How do people do people pronounce it like from high school? Do people pronounce it weird?
No, but I will say there was a funny moment or a couple of times that happened where we would get like automated like voice messages.
Oh yeah.
For like the dentist or something, and like it would be from my brother Aaron and me, and they would always say Aaron and Henri, and it was just like
Henri?
okay, Henri. And so,
yeah. I lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. No, I definitely forgot. Oh no, I remember. I put your name in the description sometimes, so it's not like people won't see that, but there
Oh,
is
okay.
that. Same thing for me, by the way. My name, Milz, is Miles and not Mills, as most people pronounce it when they see it.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was also a little high when she wanted to when she decided to spell my name.
So
No, I
it's drunk and high, Miles. Come on.
drunk and high, yeah.
Yeah, at the same time.
No, I
Drinking
do.
champagne on the airplane.
I do love my name. It's pretty dope. It's got a Z in it, and
Mm-hmm.
most people say it wrong, so it's awesome.
Yep. I say it wrong.
So sometimes, like if I don't want to deal with it, I'll just spell it the right way for other people.
Really?
So when they're like, Miles, is Miles here? And I'm like, yeah, it's me.
It's me.
Because
Yep.
I'd rather not hear them say, is Mills here? And everyone looks at me like I'm a psycho.
Like you're a psychopath.
Like I'm a psychopath.
It's like, who the hell are you?
But that's not really something that most people don't know about us.
I don't know. Well, what would you say?
Most people don't know. Fuck. That is it. Yeah, I don't.
See what I mean?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe this is something. Sometimes when I talk, it's hard for some people notice it, but some people don't. Like when I'm talking, sometimes I'll repeat what I'm saying. I'll repeat what I have said, but I won't like say it out loud. So you'll just see my mouth move,
Mhm.
and I don't know why I do it.
Yeah,
It's weird.
that is odd. But I get it. And I think I have probably noticed that. I say probably like I'm not even sure, but no, I think I've noticed that. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that. So interesting.
You playing a game on your phone right now?
No, I'm scrolling through Instagram.
Wow, I didn't know why it was that boring, huh?
Yeah, you know why? Because you don't have anything that people don't know about you. Other than
Just-
that, what you just said.
Yeah, what I just said. What about you, huh?
You know what? Yeah. I have lots of things that people don't know about me. That's it.
I know for one, you have a Peter Frampton poster on your wall.
I do have a Peter Frampton poster on my wall. I'm really big into a lot of classic rock, blues, and overall just good jams, you know?
I feel like I've never noticed that before.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I've only done the camera a few times, but still, I feel like I haven't noticed it before.
Yeah. But I went to a Peter Frampton concert a couple years ago, which was pretty cool. He's a pretty good guitarist, I will say. Fun to listen to. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably like I love a lot of artists, but there's probably one artist I think I want to see in concert is Royal Blood. That would be cool.
Royal Blood. That sounds familiar.
Yeah. They're like rock, but it's like modern. I don't even know how I would describe it. Let me look it up for someone else to do it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Royal Blood genre.
Oh, yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I know who that is. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like they would have a really good concert.
Mm-hmm.
It's like alt rock, I guess,
Yeah, I'd say so.
but it hits hard, man. Dirty rock.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Okay. Garage rock. Okay, next question.
Yeah.
If you could eat only one thing for the rest of your life and it can't be penis, what would it be?
Peanut butter.
You mean nut butter, bruh? You want to eat some of my nut butter?
Yeah, dude. I eat it all the time. What about you?
Pizza, man. Hands down. Always pizza. Pizza's been my jam.
You eat the pizza man? The
I'd
pizza
eat the
guy?
pizza man. Yeah, pizza man.
As
Every
opposed
time.
to the candy man.
Yeah. No, I love pizza so much. It's so good.
Yeah.
I'm one of those psychos who likes pineapple on his pizza.
Okay. I see.
Yeah. Pineapple and pepperoni, that's my shit.
Pineapple and pepperoni. I like pepperoni and jalapeno. Yeah. Yeah, man.
So you could have peanut butter every
Yeah.
day? I don't know if you were joking or not.
No, I was not. I love peanut butter.
Like raw,
Sure.
unfiltered,
Yeah. Yeah, man. I love
just
peanut butter.
straight from the wang.
Yeah, dude.
Nut butter. Straight from-
Salty and all.
I feel like we're talking about two different things here.
We totally are. But that's okay.
Yeah. All right, we'll do one more question.
Mm-hmm. What you got?
Or actually, no, two more questions because I want to know the answer to the question after this one.
Okay.
The next question is, what book has impacted you the most?
Oh, that's really difficult. I don't know. I gotta think on that for a minute.
I can answer it.
For me?
For mine.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. Oh, I have to remember it though. Hold on. I literally forgot what the title. Oh. Yeah, I remember it. Okay. I think the book that impacted me the most was probably Lord of the Flies.
Okay.
I think why. I think the only reason why is because it was like the first classic book that I really liked, and I was like, "Wow, classic books can be good. Holy shit!"
I gotcha. So, what I'm hearing is that I should not go away to some tropical island with you because you'll kill me. Basically, is that what you're saying?
No, definitely not. No.
No. Okay.
It was good though. It has a lot of symbolism, and usually that's something hard for me to pick up. But I was like, "Hey, it's there," and I of course had to look it up after to figure out what was going on. But
Yeah.
I still enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good book. I'd recommend it.
It's a pretty solid book, I will say. Yeah, I agree.
If you're like classic books suck balls, and I'm in high school and I suck balls too, then you should read Lord of the Flies because it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I just told our audience that they suck balls
Mm-hmm.
if they're
Nothing
in
wrong
high
with that.
school.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were all in high school at some point. We all suck some good nuts. You know what I'm saying, man? Sucking nuts. My producer is shaking his head right now.
Yep. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Probably because he's sucking balls right now.
You knew you were gonna say it. I was drinking. Okay.
Hold on.
You're getting nuts to suck? Is that what you're doing?
Oh yeah, man.
Okay. Henry took his headphones off right now, so I can say anything I want. Henry sucks nuts. Henry sucks nuts. Henry, you can suck my nuts any day.
Oh, yeah.
I love you, man. I love Henry. What? Oh, you're back. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
I feel like you do the exact same thing I do whenever you leave the room.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is just set up a bunch of random stuff like that.
You left the drawer open. What are you doing, man? What are you doing looking in there for?
It's my room, Miles. I can do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah, you're right.
Bitch.
You are a psycho. What book has impacted you the most?
Has impacted me the most.
Impacted your asshole.
Just immediately pulls the book out of my asshole. No.
I found it finally.
Thank you for helping me find it, Miles. I read a book called The Art of War. It's a little book.
Fart of War. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's by a man named
Sun Tzu. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't
Which
read
is-
it, but
It's
I
pretty
heard it's
interesting.
good.
Yeah. And
Can you tell me what it like? What's cool about reading it or something?
No.
Or why I should read it?
No.
Okay, sounds good.
No, it was just a cool book because it was so it's technically about like sort of I think it's Chinese like military strategy and things like that, but like it's just kind of cool to read that. Specifically, it wasn't so there was kind of two books I guess I'm referring
You're
to.
doing a
where,
really
like,
good job describing it.
So
Sorry.
there's the original book, and then there's one that my dad let me read called The Art of War, but for managers, which is kind of interesting, where it's sort of like from a management perspective and sort of applying the principles from the book in it, which
Yeah.
is kind of cool. So
So you
whether
technically haven't read the original then,
no,
or
no, I did. Sort of talking about both.
oh,
'Cause I
okay,
read the
okay,
original and then I read,
okay, okay,
and it was
okay.
kind of interesting, sort of applying that the sort of tactics they apply to the Chinese military, to sort of managing a company or something, and so it's kind of cool. Um, and there were actually different sort of practices in there that I actually sort of implemented a little bit into my own life, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I guess I'll say that. But yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Sun Tzu, the fart of war.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Okay, one more little question. If you were going to get some ink, what would you choose and why?
What?
I'm pretty sure it's referring to tattoos. Like, if you were to get a tattoo, what would you choose?
That's really difficult to say. What would you, you've already gotten a tattoo, haven't you?
I have let's count, 4. I have 4 right now, and I'm gonna get. I already
Even
know,
more.
like, yeah, more. I already know the ones I'm gonna get next. So,
Interesting.
and I'll talk about those after you answer the question first.
You put me on the spot here. I have no idea.
Okay, I'll
Um,
let you think about it, and I'll do mine. I know that I want to get my next one is gonna be a devil and not a devil, a demon and an angel on my shoulders, like the back of my shoulders, my
Sure.
shoulder blades essentially,
Okay.
and it's gonna be like wings and then like their horns or halo or whatever. And I think I want to add a skeleton part to it, but I don't know yet.
Sure.
I know what it's gonna look like. I have the idea in my head. It's hard to describe.
Okay.
So that's what I want to get next, but
Mm-hmm.
I already told you about it, but I want to get a snake tattoo that's like wrapping around my arm.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to get that once you and I make a movie.
Okay. Sounds good.
So,
So,
it'll be a
we'll get that.
while, but
We'll get that going sooner or
yeah.
later.
And then for my left arm, I want to get like a sleeve of like movies that I like and like like references and stuff, cuz
Okay.
on my left hand I already put the Deathly Hallows.
Yeah.
So I want like the whole arm just to be references and stuff, because I movies are a part of me.
Sure.
They make me who I am.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And I'll say one more thing to kind of help you in case you don't know. And for I think my like one of my legs, I'm gonna have it be where I want to put when my family when family members die, I want to like get a tattoo of each of them.
Sure.
Because I have a pretty small family. I have, my mom, my grandparents, and then a few aunts and uncles. And so I was gonna get like, for my mom, I was gonna get like a robin bird.
Yeah.
For my grandpa, I was gonna get like a wrench or something, and then my grandma, I'd probably get like knitting needles or something.
Sure.
So I have a few ideas, but
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that.
I want to remember them in some way, because
Yeah.
they're like the only family I had for like 18 years. So
Yeah, that's pretty cool that you want to honor them that way. I like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be one you'd actually get. It could be just be something you think is cool, if that makes it easier.
You kind of gave me a cool idea. It's like, I think it'd be cool to get like, whether it's either sort of like a I don't know where I'd put it. Like, I guess I'd maybe put it on my arm or something, where it's like I get like either a camera or like a film logo would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I like movies too, so I think sort of.
I like movies too. I'm just kidding. Or like a film reel.
Yeah, I think a film reel would be kind of cool, or even like the film camera, where it's got like the 2 circles in the back or whatever, and then
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
No, yeah, that'd be
Projecting
Yeah.
a very horrific porn scene.
Exactly. Yeah.
My wife actually just got her because she's been working on her sleeve for a while. It's like galaxies and stuff. She just got a new part added to it just a few days ago, so
Yeah.
that's cool.
That's dope.
And I also, talking about tattoos, I'm reminded of one of my favorite scenes from like some reality TV show I found. It's like this TV show where your friend, at least that's what I think the plot is, your friend has to pick your next tattoo, and you can't know what it is until they reveal it on television.
Yeah.
And so the one his friend picked was a girl bending over, and he got it on his asshole. Like, it's a girl bending over, and it's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man. I wouldn't get it, but it's hilarious.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we talked about a few things this week. Man.
Yeah, we did.
Man, what a good episode. I think there's only one thing that would make this episode 100 times better.
Yeah.
If we didn't do Actrivia. I'm just kidding. For Actrivia, it's Actrivia time. Wow, look at the time go by. It's Actrivia.
Wow.
Look, all these jokes.
All the mad jokes.
I have 6 questions for you.
Is that all?
Yeah, I like sticking to low numbers because I'm lazy.
Yeah.
And for this week, you get about an ounce of Arizona green tea. That's all I have left. So that's what you get. It's probably a little bit more than an ounce, but that's what you're getting.
Cool.
So I have, let's see, 2 questions that somewhat have to do with the film because the movie had no trivia for IMDb. 2 of them have to do with movies I mentioned today, and then 2 of them have to do with sorry, I got distracted. 2 of them have to do with a TV show that you've been watching, and it's not Battlestar Galactica because I didn't know that. Okay, first question.
It'd be pretty creepy if it was, honestly.
Yeah. All right, first question.
Okay.
What is Seth Rogen's first line in Donnie Darko, which also turns out to be his first line in a feature film?
Oh, what does he say? Oh, it's been a while since I've seen Donnie Darko.
And the reason I mentioned Donnie Darko is because it was mentioned in Adam.
Yeah, it was. Damn, I don't remember.
It's a funny line. I'll help you with that. It's funny.
I was gonna say, I barely even remember him in that movie, to be honest. Fuck, I don't know. I don't remember. What was it?
It was, I like your boobs.
I like your boobs. I like yours too, Mouse.
Yeah, thanks. All right. That was incorrect. Question 2. Margaret Qualley, who plays the sister in Adam, also played in The Nice Guys, which was directed by Shane Black.
Yes.
What is the only Marvel film he has directed for?
Wait, who?
Shane Black.
Shane Black?
Yeah. Not White, Shane Black.
Shaun White, no. Shane Black and Shaun White, they're moral opposites. Oh, fuck, I don't know.
It's not like a super recent one. I mean, it's part of the MCU, but it's not like one of the more recent ones. It's one of the earlier ones. Kind of.
I don't know, so I'm just going to take a wild guess and say Ant-Man, I guess? I don't know.
That is incorrect. It was Iron Man 3.
Oh, it was Iron Man 3, okay.
Yeah, and he also wrote the screenplay for it, by the way, as well.
Ah, interesting.
All right, I just realized I kind of fucked up because you're gonna know the answer to the next one, but
Yeah.
Either way, it'll help you. In Horns, Heather Graham plays a diner waitress in a logger town where a young girl was mysteriously murdered. What TV show did she play in that followed the exact same plot?
Wait, so you said a girl was murdered.
Plays a diner waitress in a logger town where a young girl, and I didn't put girl, that's why I keep I just put young, was mysteriously murdered. What TV show did Heather Graham also play in that followed the exact same plot?
Oh, wow.
I'll give you a hint. We mentioned it today.
We did mention it today. I'm trying to remember what it was called. Uh, oh, fuck. We literally mentioned it. Oh, fuck, duh. Twin Peaks, duh.
Correct.
Yeah.
I would have also accepted Dual Spires
Tool Spires.
or Sister Mountains. All right. Question 4.
Mm-hmm.
In Candyman, Tony Todd negotiated a bonus of $1,000 for every bee sting he suffered during filming the trilogy.
Oh gosh.
How
yeah.
many times was he stung? And I'll give you 3 guesses.
Oh, I remember seeing this on like Instagram because like I have followed like a couple of different movie sites or accounts. Was it like 42?
Lower.
Lower. Ah, shit. 30.
Lower.
Okay. Last guess.
Excuse me.
Can you spell it? No, I'm just kidding. Well, I'll say 21 times.
So close. 23.
That's what I said, Mouth.
You know what? I'll give you half a point.
Oh,
Doesn't really matter much in the end, but I'll give you half a point.
Think it will. Oh shit.
Side note, I thought it was really cool the way they actually like did the bees. Not did the bees, but
They had sex with the bees, yeah.
They used bees that were like old enough to look like adults but young enough to not have their stingers developed. And so for the scene in Candyman when the main character has to like have bees on her, she had to like sit there for like 45 minutes while they took each bee off because they have like a vacuum, like a careful vacuum that doesn't like kill the bees or anything.
Yeah.
I just thought that was cool.
That's dope.
All right, question 5. In Archer, what does every episode have the sound of?
In Archer, what does every episode have the sound of?
Yep.
That is a good question. I'm on season 2 now. So, is it a gunshot?
Incorrect. It is ice cubes clinking on glass.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah. They do like to drink a lot.
All right. And this is kind of related to Archer, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've seen the movie either. In what role does H. John Benjamin play in Wet Hot American Summer?
No idea. You said H. John Benjamin?
Who plays Archer and Bob from Bob's Burgers. You'd know his voice, at least, if you heard it. If you fucking heard it once in your life, god damn.
Dude, I love that little bit where it's like Carl from fucking Family Guy, and he's like up on stage doing impressions of Bob from Bob's Burgers and Archer. Oh, hi, Bob from Bob's Burgers. I'm Archer from Archer. It's great. I have no idea.
It's a guess? I mean, you don't want to guess or
no,
you give up?
Yeah. I didn't know where to start.
He was, this is kind of spoilers. I recommend seeing it, but he was a can of vegetables.
Interesting. Yeah, I would have never guessed it.
All right, so you got 1.5 points. Good job.
I got the all-time low. Or
Yeah.
has anyone ever gotten none of them right?
Maybe. We've definitely gotten
very few.
Lower, I think. Yeah.
Have we?
Maybe.
1 point.
All right. Good job, dude. Good job. You don't get the rest of it. You're gonna watch me finish it right now. You know what?
God.
You're gonna watch me finish it.
Thank God, because I don't want it. Yeah, that's right. Chug, 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 chug. Oh my gosh, my audio spikes are just off the chain.
Delicious. That sucks for you, man.
No, it's probably a good thing. I don't want no diseases from you.
I don't have AIDS.
Yeah, you do. We all know it, Miles. Hearing aids, that is.
That is really loud. You rolling your chair.
Actually, it's not that loud. I'm not picking up that much on it.
I can hear it, all right.
Which is funny.
Well, that means if I can hear it, then it's being picked up.
By me, but actually the audio is very,
You're very,
It's very quiet.
You're very quiet, you little bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got anything for us, big boy?
Yeah.
Big
actually,
man?
As a matter of fact, I do. Oh, shit.
Dude!
That was really funny.
Yeah. You good?
Mm-hmm. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. What's up, man?
Not much. Just recording a podcast.
Okay.
Oh, did you want me to say?
Yeah.
Thing? Oh, okay.
Yeah, what movie are we watching?
Oh, yeah. A movie we're watching for next week is a movie on Netflix. It's pretty... I've heard it's pretty good, but I have not seen it. And it's a little movie called Marriage Story.
What? What?
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
my
You
God.
weren't expecting that at all.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah.
Not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Marriage Story.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Adam Driver.
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson.
Miles' mom. Is not in the movie.
Not Michael Che. Colin Jost isn't in it, but he's dating Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. So that's cool.
At least I don't think he's in it. I don't know.
Yeah.
You think Colin Jost is a little bit jealous of Adam Driver?
Maybe, I don't know.
Because he marries her in that movie?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I actually think they're engaged, Colin Jost and Scarlett Johansson.
They probably are. I don't even know.
What was I was watching one of those the updates, weekly updates on SNL, and they mentioned someone mentioned Scarlett Johansson to Colin Jost. It was really funny.
Yeah.
He got all like red faced. It was good.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yemen.
Yemen.
Okay. If you like our podcast and you're like, wow, I don't exist. Oh, sick self burn, man. That was good on myself, on
Good
us.
Good job.
And you're like, man, I wish I could listen to it on other platforms. And you'd be right, because we have other platforms that we're available on.
Such as?
And they would be Anchor, Papple, Adcasts, Beaker, Astbox.
Oh my gosh. That's
It's
great.
just a box with an ass on it.
Yeah.
That's it. Oogle podcast? No, wait. Hold on. I do better than that.
Oogle Godcasts.
Poogle Godcasts. Oh, dude, Godcasts. That's good.
Uh-huh.
Cocket. Cocket Pests.
Cocket past.
Bod Peen. Oh my god. No, wait, that would be Bod Peen.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm like Peen Bod. Okay. I mean, it's funny. Yeah, I guess.
Peen Bod's arguably better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Padio Rublik.
Yeah.
Or a Padio Rubik.
Mm-hmm.
We got Spoofy.
Mm-hmm.
We got Sitcher. Sitcher. What else we got? We got Tune On. And we got Tuyube.
Tuyube?
Yeah.
Or not Tuyube.
Yep. That is the question. Classic Henri.
Classic Miles.
Okay.
Corey.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So that about wraps it up. Watch Marriage Story.
On Netflix.
Yeah, on Netflix. Listen to our podcast.
On Netflix.
On Netflix. I'm working on it. We're gonna be getting there soon.
Mm-hmm. That'll be great.
If you want to be a guest on the podcast, because we love guests.
Well, too bad you don't exist.
Yeah. But yeah, if you do exist, if you do happen to somehow find yourself existing at some point in time,
Yeah, and you want to hang out with us?
you want to hang out with us, yeah.
We're very lonely.
We need friends
Mm-hmm.
and guests for our podcast that doesn't exist either.
The guests, that is.
You're not actually listening to a podcast. You're to the voices in your head.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That'd be fucking crazy, dude. If we were actually just voices in someone's head.
Dude, that'd be hilarious, though.
Wouldn't that be nuts, man?
That'd be kind of hot, actually.
Wouldn't that be just some nuts in your mouth? Wouldn't that be nuts?
Uh-huh.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, you're welcome.
This has been Miles
Corey
with Miles Corey with the weekly update on your what?
Back. Then you gotta say back to you.
Back to you, Sergeant Pickle. Hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's wrap this bitch up.
Let's wrap that shit up.
We're
nice.
This is cringy shit right now.
It's hilariously cringy shit.
Fuck my dick.